Hello there, and welcome to Series 7, Episode 6 of Andy's Shed Live. I hope you've had a great week. Hope it's been good to you. And here we are once again, another Sunday evening here on the live show, or the almost live show perhaps tonight. Sorry about the stream dropouts and things that we had last week. We are coming to you actually not quite live this week, just slightly pre-recorded in advance to try and stop some of those stream dropout problems. So hopefully that will work a little bit better for us. Let us know if it's better, if the video quality is better, worse, whatever. Let us know. Drop us a comment if you're watching on either YouTube or Library. Or of course you can also get in touch with us by our own website, which is here. It's Andy's Shed Live. No, it's not Andy's Shed Live at all. It's andyshed.colepress.net. That is the web address for our website. That's andyshed.colepress.net. And remember, if you also want to support the show in a little way, you can do it. But if you're watching on Library, by gifting us some of those library credits that you've probably been accruing if you're using the Library app there. But if you're not on Library, or if you don't want to use your credits up, or if you've used your credits up already, then why not give us the equivalent of just $1 a month via Patreon? You can do that by going to www.patreon.com/AndyShed, and it lets us basically make more content. You know, those little $1 mount up, and it does help us bring more content like this to you, content that you all told us that you quite like. So there, that's it. Right, it's a fairly short show today, and it's mainly to do with telephone cases again. Now, last week I had some of these on, some of these wall mounted telephones, and I particularly had on a 1960s 711, which I've got down here. Bear with me a second. Here it is, the 711. Now, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but it's very dirty, and that this has never been restored or anything. And I made a discovery quite recently. I was in one of the pound shops here in the UK, and I found this stuff. It's 151 high performance silicon lubricant spray. Now, this is the kind of silicon stuff that you're supposed to be able to use as a lubricant on gears, particularly on plastic gears and things. It works quite well, and it's a lubricant. But I thought, when I saw this, silicon spray, isn't silicon what's in cockpit shine? So will this also work as a polish? And you know what? It turns out it does, because I've polished a little black phone that I have down here on the desk, and it's come up really, really nice. So what we're going to do, if I can press the right button, is we are going to have a go at putting a bit of polish on this, and we're going to see what happens. Okay, so we'll give it a bit of a shake up. Cocktails, anybody? And we'll spray a bit on, and then we'll polish it up with an old rag. I never buy dusters, I just use sort of old rags and old. In this case, I think it's an old sweater or something that somebody gave me. I always ask people for old rags. When you do stuff with engines and anything mechanical and that, you'll know you're always wanting old rags, aren't you, and stuff. And I'm no different. So we'll spray a bit of this stuff on here, and let's see what it does. And it immediately feels more shiny. Immediately feels more shiny. and it is fetching some dirt off there. Now I don't know what this is. I think something's been stuck on it. I think this might be a residue or something being stuck on the thing, but it is fetching it off. Now it's not a wonder cure, you know, you do have to put in a bit of elbow grease, but it does clean it. What it doesn't do is get rid of the discoloration. For that you will need acetone to take the top layer of the plastic off, what we call chemical sanding. And if you are going to do that with acetone, be careful. One, you can only do it on smooth surfaces. Don't do it on a textured surface, like on a textured computer case that's got a little bit of texture to it, because you'll end up smoothing it out basically. But if you do it on a smooth surface and do it with pure acetone, the acetone will make the surface sticky, and then as you rub it, it will get all sticky and it will actually then go rough. So the trick is to do it with dilute acetone. Dilute it with some water, so it's enough acetone in it still to take the top surface off, but also enough water in it that you can actually rub it and rub it away and it doesn't all stick to it. So this is definitely doing something. I can feel it's better where I'm doing it. I can definitely feel it's a lot better. I don't know if you can see the difference or not. I think you probably can now. That sort of sticky residue has gone, hasn't it? And it cleans up quite nicely. Where else is dirty on it? Where's really dirty? On the top there is really dirty, isn't it? Let's see what happens there. Do you sing to yourself when you're cleaning? I think everybody does, don't they? Sorry if everything's shaking about a bit on the camera, because obviously I'm shaking the table and that I'm on here. But does it look any better? Is it looking any better to you? I think it is. It certainly feels a lot shinier, which would be the case, wouldn't it, if it's silicone? But this is supposed to be a silicone lubricant. It's not supposed to be a polish, but it is a cheap way of getting polish out of the pound shop. 151 silicone lubricant in the blue bottle. High performance silicone lubricant spray, it says. People saying, does it do any harm to the plastic? Well, I don't think it does, is a simple answer to that. I did it on a black phone that sat here on the desk the other day, and it looks totally fine to me. So I don't think it does do it any harm. What it doesn't do is polish out any scratches or anything, because it is totally non-abrasive. So when I've polished things with brass on, that of course that is a little bit abrasive, which is good if you do want to get some blemishes out of the surface. But if you've got something that's got a nice shiny surface already, it's not so good. But this does seem to work. I'm quite impressed with this. You have to put quite a bit on. You have to get it wet, and then you do have to rub quite hard. But if you're not scared of putting in a bit of elbow grease, it does work. It does improve things quite a lot. Right, let's have a go at this, because the handset is really grubby. Can you? I know you can see. Can you see how grubby the handset is? Does it? Don't really show up with the light, does it? How grubby that is. But if I, can you see in there? You see how grubby that is in there? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see it now, can't you? How grubby that is. let's have a go at that. Right, so there it is. Immediate improvement. Let's do it again. See, it's improved. It's not perfect still. Maybe it is so bad it does need a bit of something slightly abrasive like Brasso on it, but it certainly improves it, and it does make it a lot more shiny to the touch. You can feel that is shiny there, whereas you feel on the back of here it's, you know, your finger doesn't glide over it so much. But yeah, it does make a difference. So that is silicone lubricant spray 151, that stuff. Okay, and I got it out of the pound shop, and it seems to work quite well. It does improve things. I say it's not a wonder cure. You do have to put in some effort, but it does work. So there's one little tip for polishing phones, particularly phones that are nice and shiny already, maybe just got a few finger marks on it. It really does work well for that. As I say, I did a black one here. In fact, can I show you this black one? How can I show you this black one? If I can perhaps grab this camera. Can I grab this camera and show you this phone? It is there. Look, I did this one. I didn't do the back bit around here. I just realised I missed that bit. But if I show you that, look how nice and shiny that is. Okay. Lovely, isn't it? Excellent. Right, I'll put the camera back. Bear with me a second. Whoa. This way I can't get it back in the right place now, probably. Oh, it has gone back in the right place. Marvellous. That was more by luck than judgment, I'll tell you. Right, so that's it, yeah. Yeah, this silicone lubricant spray, which seems to work like silicone polish. Out of the pound shop. Can't remember which one it was. I can't remember if it was Pound Land or One Below, which is what used to be Pound World, but Pound World closed down and a lot of them have reopened as One Below. I can't remember which one it was here in the UK, but that's the stuff anyway, and it seems to work. If you know anything else that works for polishing phones, you can get cheap out places like the pound shop and things, let us know. As always, the way to get in touch with us, as I said earlier, is through the website andyshed.coldpress.net. Right, before we go, I want to tell you something else as well. We are going to be looking at hacking light bulbs in an upcoming episode. If any of you watch Big Clive, bigclive.com, over on YouTube and that, you know, he's hacked some light bulbs to make them super energy efficient. We're going to be doing this on a future episode as well. But have you done it already? If you have, let us know, and let us know which light bulbs you used to do it with. Because I think Big Clive used the Pifco ones, again out of the pound shop, like this. I think he used these. Right, that about wraps it up for another week. As I say, only a short show this week, but we will be back same time, same place next week. If there's anything else that you would like to see featured on the show, remember, go to the website, get in touch with us there. You can also get in touch with us by commenting, whether you are on YouTube or now also on Library, of course. And if you're on Library, remember, if you've got a load of those Library credit things that you don't know what to do with them, because you get them just for watching sometimes, then if you do a little tip thing on Library and tip us a few of those credits, A, it helps other people discover the video, because they kind of put videos to the top that have got the most number of tips, and it also basically we can cash in those credits at some point in the future should we want to, and it's like helping us out by giving us money, although it's not actually cost you anything because you get the credits for free. But if you would like to drop us a penny or two, remember you can also become a patron of the shows on Patreon and get your name on the credits here, and the way to do that is to go to www.patreon.com/AndyShed. Right, as I say, that's about it for us for now. Thanks for watching. Until next week, have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.